What is going on, everybody? Relapse here with Relapse Gaming, and I want to take a minute to introduce myself to the Destiny community. I've been playing this game since it came out. I took a small break there for a while because it just kind of wore me down a little bit, but with Taken King coming out, that sort of boosted me up, and then I took another small little break, and now with Rise of Iron coming out and all the news that I've been hearing and whatnot, just sounds amazing. So I'm getting pretty excited, getting pretty amped up, and I'm going to start putting out some content for you guys, and hopefully it's something that you enjoy and that you keep coming back to, and you can give it a like and a follow and subscribe to the channel for if you enjoy, only if you enjoy what you see here. So the kind of player that I am, I'm not a high gun skill player. I don't think if I get in a ton of one-on-one situations that I can really outplay the other person, but what I do fancy myself as is somebody who makes really good decisions and puts myself in situations where I end up with the upper hand. And as you can see, even this opening part of this video here, you can see that I'm taking shots, but I'm not just going after kills. I prioritize staying alive, because if you're dead, you can't really put together a game at all. So I kind of got stuck out in the middle here, just picking people off, getting some assists and whatnot. And I'm a pretty big team player. I enjoy playing control because I can kind of keep a better eye on the other team and where they're going to be spawning and kind of coming in at. It gets a little frustrating when your teammates kind of push into their zone, but you can still sort of tell where they're going to end up spawning, and you can kind of move accordingly. I really kind of play for primary. I play kind of whatever the meta is. I prefer right now the pulse rifle Hawksaw from the vendor. Is kind of a no-brainer there. I can noticeably tell the range nerf that they did give it. I do enjoy my hunter. I have other characters. I don't really play them much, and I've recently started dabbling in the Void Bow Hunter. Those smoke grenades are really good at kind of collapsing, approaching shotgun players and things like that. So sort of give you the upper hand. So yeah, that's sort of a little bit of a background on me. I mostly play. I had played some MOBAs on the computer a little bit, primarily Dota, a little bit of League of Legends, but I'm sort of a Dota fanboy for the past 12 years. I've really enjoyed that, but the game's sort of been wearing on me. 45-minute games as I get older. It's really hard to commit 45 minutes to a game when I'm constantly being interrupted and things like that. So that's kind of why Destiny is still that appealing to me. The reason really for the video, outside of the introduction to myself to the Destiny community, is I want to take a minute and talk about something that there's countless videos on YouTube of people just really, really frustrated at players running around with shotgun. And I kind of want to give you my take on it. Nice little headshot there. Kind of want to give you my take on it, or sort of my opinion on what I think of people who are running around using shotguns. As you can see, I'm more of a sniper myself. Again, I don't have a ton of just pure gun skill, so my sniper is more of a utility item for me. If I can get a quick headshot, I will. I can't really challenge other snipers. I lose quite often. I'm using the sniper from New Monarchy, the vendor. I'm having trouble getting myself, the LDR or 1,000-yard stare or longbow, something like that from those darn packages. I've been grinding strikes and whatnot, and Crucible and all that good stuff. But I'm really enjoying kind of the setup I have going on. But I don't really use shotgun, and my reasoning why is just I don't prefer being up and close and personal. I push into this building here, which it isn't something you typically do with a pulse rifle, but I had to back myself out. But I'm not a sort of in-your-face kind of player, and I'm more about staying alive and less about getting a ton of kills. I think keeping yourself alive, especially if you're playing control, can be more of a utility for your team instead of running through the map and grabbing a bunch of shotgun kills. So my basic overall opinion on shotguns is it's your problem. If the other team is running at you and killing you with a shotgun and you're just raging, that's your fault. There is no written rule anywhere in Destiny that says using a shotgun is a cheap way to get kills. Right now, the meta is using those long-range shotguns, and until we see a significant nerf, you're going to find people who are going to use them, and they're going to kill you. It's just the way it works. Now, with people running around with Universal Remote in their primary, you see it more and more, but again, there's nowhere in Destiny or nowhere is there a rule written that Crucible players cannot use a shotgun? And if you're going to sit there and rage and get mad about people using shotguns, instead of trying to figure out a way, like smoke grenades, for example, of countering those people running at you with shotguns, then you're doing a disservice to yourself and to the community in general. I will use a shotgun occasionally, but that's only in trials if we're in a close quarter competition and the individuals on my team prefer to use the sniper over a shotgun. I don't really mind it. But in these big 6v6s, you're going to have people running around with shotguns, and you have to anticipate where they're coming from. I constantly, like I said before, constantly like putting myself into situations where I'm going to shine better because I don't have that great gunplay, but my decision making is where it's at. So if you can find yourself backing up against a shotgun player, that's going to work. Hear a lot of people talk about the last word. I don't particularly care for the last word, but that fast rate of fire will help you melt down those shotgun players. Now, if you're somebody who is using a shotgun, I'm not saying that you're a terrible person. I mean, if that's something you enjoy, do by all means. This is a game where there's so much diversity that you can kind of go at it what you will. You'll see me multiple times in this gameplay going after orbs of light on the ground. Your super nets you a lot of kills, and especially if you're a Night Stalker, you're going to want to create those orbs for your teammates and shut down enemy supers and that sort of thing. So kind of go at what's best for you. But getting mad and getting angry over shotguns is very counterproductive because A, if you're mad, you're not playing well, and B, you're also not taking the time to figure out how can you counteract that. And if you find yourself dying a lot by the shotgun, you're probably not putting yourself in the best situations outperform those skilled players with the shotgun. I don't think shotguns is something that just anybody can pick up and run and do. I think you do have to have a significant amount of skill to perform with those correctly. And if you're one of those people who do run around with a shotgun, and yeah, you get 10 kills with a shotgun, but at the end of the game your KD's 0.5 because you died 20 times, that's very, very counterproductive to your team. Just make smarter decisions, tackle choke points, and wait for the appropriate time to pull out that shotgun. You see a lot of high tier players will not run around with their shotgun equipped. That's the first thing I see a lot of people do is right at the start of the game, they hit Y or they hit triangle or whatever it is, pull out that shotgun and just take off sprinting. And at that point you sort of know that you're going to be running into a lot of enemy supers that game, because if you're just going to rush at him and feed him kills, then you're going to end up damaging your teammates in the long run. If I see somebody on my team whip out a shotgun and just start running around, what I'll do is I'll follow them and I'll try to clean up anything that they're having trouble finishing. That's sort of a way to turn a teammate who's really feeding into an asset to your team. So that's kind of my little rant on shotguns. Do I expect Bungie to nerf shotguns anymore? That's a tough one because reducing the range of a shotgun anymore really, really hurts sort of those players who like running around with those shotguns, because if shotgun range is too short, they're useless. If it's too long, it's frustrating to the other half of the community. So I really think they're in a decent place. I just think as a community, we need to take time and learn some counters to the shotgun rushers. And, like I said, play primarily Hunter, so I can't really speak for other classes, but I know for Hunters, running around with dual smoke grenades is a really great way to counter those. So I really appreciate you taking the time to watch a video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let's try for 20 likes on this video, and go ahead and give it a share if you deem it appropriate. Alright everybody, this is Relapse. Thanks for watching.